Hello. Let's talk today about SEINT's amazing compacts, how the compacts work, some of the amazing carries that we just introduced probably about 6 months ago. I want to walk you through our compacts. When you go onto the website, what does it mean when you see that number behind ID Compact? How do you build your compacts? What should you look for in a compact when you want to use those compact credits? How do I use those compact credits? So I want to cover that all today. Make sure you guys have a really good understanding of how these work and to get the best value out of your SEINT products. So let's start first by showing you the compacts. First one here. When SEINT rebranded from mascara, they changed the way that they titled their compacts, which is amazing because it is so much more helpful for new customers. So this first one here, this is how all of our compacts come in a nice little sleeve. This is called the ID4. All of our compacts come with a mirror on one side, and then the 4 represents how many tins will fit inside that compact. So this is the ID4, and it fits 4 large tins. Let me show you. There is a magnet underneath here. So when you come in and you add your tins into it, the tins are metal, so therefore they just snap right into place and you can put them in here. Okay, so let's just play. I've got my lip and cheek colors out today, so let's just play around and see how you can fit them in. So there's 2 large tins. You can also customize your compacts to however you want. So for example, if I want to add some eyeshadows in here, they count as a half of a tin, okay? But you can see how you can put them in here whichever direction that you want, customize it however you want, regardless of the size compact. Okay, and then, well, otherwise I'm never going to be able to get this out of here. Hold. Ooh, I don't want to make a mess. I love this color. Okay, so you can see how you can put all your different tins in here, arrange them how you want. You can always add 2 more lip colors or 2 more eyeshadows, or for a lot of beginners, they just want to try the makeup first. So when I'm color matching you, I'm going to tell you a brightening color, a pop color, a main color that you use for your face, and then a contour color. So typically if you are starting, you'll start with those 3 colors that I recommend, and then I always say add a lip and cheek color, bring some life back into your face, add some color onto your lips. So this is how a lot of women start. This is the ID4. Let's take it up a level. Our next one here is the ID8, okay? It's identical to the ID4 with the mirror and the 4 here, but then you have a second layer. And on that second layer, you can put another 4 tins in here. Or if you are putting eyeshadows in, you could put 8 eyeshadows, or 16 eyeshadows, or mix and match. Create it how you want, so that way when you're traveling, you have it customizable how you want, where you want it, okay? The other great thing about these being magnetic, when you run out of some of your colors, so think your highlights you're going to use the most. You're covering your whole face typically with highlight colors, so those will be replaced more often. All you need to do is go order yourself a refill and then take that tin out and replace it. You don't need a whole new compact. You don't need a whole new palette. That's one of the advantages versus going to like a drugstore or a beauty store is typically you go buy an eyeshadow palette, you're going to find your 1 or 2 that you love, and now you have to replace a whole palette if you want those again. Here, all you're doing is you take the empty one out, replace it with a new one. And the beautiful thing with SEINT is it's always free shipping. There is no minimum charge. So let's say you only need one tin that's $14. Get it, no shipping. Replace it, you're good to go. Or have those extra refills sitting at home so when you start to run out, you can go ahead and replace them. So again, this is the ID8, again, 4 large on the top layer, 4 on the second layer. Okay, our next one. This is the ID12. This one is usually the one that I highly recommend to women who are starting out with this makeup, only because it gives you so much time to grow into it. With SEINT, they now have where you can get a compact credit when you order tins. So for example, I have it written down here. When you buy your qualifying tin, so any tin, it'll show up in your cart how much compact credit you have or how much you would need to jump to the next level. So for example, when you spend about $55 in tins, you get a $10 credit. The more that you spend in tins, the more credit you get. The beautiful thing with getting a credit is now you can pick whatever size you want. If you are first starting out and you want to start with the bigger one, fantastic. I suggest that all the time because you will grow into it, I guarantee you. Or let's say you want only a smaller palette that you want to keep up at the cottage, or you want to give to your teenage daughter who's just starting the makeup. You can get a smaller size compact then. So you get to use those compact credits to your advantage, which is so, it's a lot nicer now with the way that it's set up for the compacts. Anyways, this one here is the ID12. It used to be called the mini double decker, and this is a one that I recommend because it gives you time to grow. You can put 6 tins in here, so 4 plus the 2. Again, you can mix and match eyeshadows, highlights. Now you can start, a lot of women like to put their face up here. So your couple highlight colors, your contour color, maybe Bella bronzer, a second lip and cheek color. And then they love to play around with the second layer with, 4 to 6 different eyeshadows. Maybe the cleansing tile that I love to use with eyeshadows. Your lip conditioner. Maybe now you want to add some illuminators, but it gives you the ability to grow into it and to be able to walk around with all your makeup in one compact. Again, all of our compacts can go through security because our product is cream. It's not a liquid form, it's a cream form, or our eyeshadows are powders. This can go with you through security at the airport. And I'm going to show you in a little bit how I do it exactly. But that's been the beautiful thing about this. Or let's say, maybe your husband surprises you and says, pack your bags, we're going away for the weekend. You grab your compact. Now you don't have to shift through and see, what do I want to bring, this or that. Grab your compact and your brushes. You are set. Okay, so again, this is the ID12, 6 large on each side. Or again, if you are counting on putting some eyeshadows, count those as like a half when you're adding them up. Okay, the final one. I have grown to love it. And you can tell I like the whole matte black thing. So this is another new design. There's other designs. I love my matte black with the little, SEINT Beauty in the glossy black. It's beautiful. This is the ID18. It's my favorite because I've got everything I need in here. And I'll show you how I organize it. So again, now we have a bigger mirror. Every time you go bigger, you get a bigger mirror. So for me, I like to have my different highlight colors up here. Sometimes I have an even brighter brightener. Or sometimes I may have a darker highlight color. If I'm going on, let's say, a sunny vacation, I know I'm going to be shading up most likely. I'll bring another highlight color so that way I can easily transition. Again, it's totally up to you how you design it. These are my color correctors, so I use that mango under my eye, the aspen for redness, and then this is my vanilla dust setting powder. So I like to keep all my face right here. My contour, Bella bronzer that I don't go anywhere without, and then one of my favorite illuminators is glow. So I keep all this because I can get 9 on the first layer, and then the second layer is one that I play around with quite a bit. So depending on the type of eyeshadows, this is my everyday eyeshadows that I go to, as you can see. So I like to keep my everyday eyeshadows in here. I still have room to add a couple more. So let's say I was going on vacation and I wanted a couple glam looks. I may add a couple more colors in here. This is that brush cleansing tile, so I keep it with my eyeshadows so I can use it. This is another contour color that I love to use on my eyebrows. And then I have a couple different options for lip colors and my lip conditioner. I could always put 2 or 3 more lips in here depending on what your flavor is, what you really like to have. So again, the beauty of it is you get to mix and match and build it exactly how you want. Because I do a lot of demos for you ladies, this works perfectly for me. And if I want to go somewhere tonight, I'm still set. I have all the makeup that I need, all the colors that I need. All I need are my brushes so I can go. So again, this is the ID18, one of my favorites. When you become a Saint addict like I am, you'll probably want to go here. Okay, so now let me transition you and show you some of our carries. The first one, I got this last summer. This is our big carry. You can see that it's got a nice heavy duty cover and on the side, so it stays up nicely and it protects. There's a zipper on both sides so you can meet in the middle, and then the nice little hand strap here. So you can see this was an older design. It has the old branding for mascara, which is why it's gray. The new one will have this beautiful Saint. I believe it's got the gold zipper, and it's that beautiful black color. So it hides a lot of imperfections as you're traveling, so on and so forth. Otherwise, it's the exact same size, same design. So it's got that extra little padding on the side, which is fantastic. And then this top layer right here, you can put brushes in. For me, I like to put a couple of my hair clips in here. I put all my mascaras and my liners in these little pouches because I'm going to show you where I keep my brushes. But if you don't have the brush holder like I'm going to show you in a minute, you could put them in here as well. So you flip this over, and I want to be able to show you how much stuff I can put in here. So I have my ID18 Compact. So our biggest compact fits right in here, no problem, even some room to spare over here. So I have my compact in here, and then the brush holder, which I will show you in detail in a minute. And then look at how much room you still have, ladies. For example, my microfiber cloth. This was our fun one from our reunion that they gave us because it was beach inspired. I digress. I have my Stay Spray. I have my brush cleaner. I have my milk cleanser and toner and cream, and I have my Perfector sponge. All the things that I need for my skincare, my prep, my cleaning, it all fits in here. And my brushes, and my microfiber cloth, which I love because then it adds in even extra padding. And then my big ID Compact. And there's still room if I wanted to add more, plus that top layer. It's perfect. So this thing I bring with me anywhere. If I'm going to a hotel, if I am going up to the cottage for the weekend and I want everything in here, hands off. Like when my husband wants to bring his own stuff, he can have his own bag now. This is mine. So it includes all my precious things, right? So this is the big carry. There is another carry that's a next size down, where it's more of, it looks more like the men's carry, where it's a little wider, and it just has one zip down the middle. Not as sturdy. I know there's a couple of you ladies that have gotten this before and have loved it. So all of my current customers who have this rave about it all the time, and so do I. Okay, so if I'm going on an airplane, I will of course bring this sucker with all my things, and then I'll probably add in more hair stuff or whatever. But here's what I do. I don't keep this in my checked bag. I bring this on the airplane with you, and let me show you how and why. So, because all of our makeup can go through TSA, I like to keep it with me. I don't want it underneath the airplane if I'm going somewhere warm where it can get heated. And then all of a sudden my creams are melting a little bit. I want to keep it next to me. I want it in my purse. I want it on my carry-on so that way if I get stuck in Chicago, I can still do my makeup. So I bring this with me, and then I bring my brush holder. So this is a SEINT brush holder. I've had so many customers that bought this and love it. It is just, the design is beautiful, but let me show you how it works. You just have a string that a nice leather rope that wraps around it. And it's like a trifold. So you open it up, and then it also has 2 more flaps on the inside. And this is where I keep my brushes. So when I'm traveling somewhere, I have my eyeshadow brushes, my face. I always bring my Best Blend Forever when I want that minimal coverage, especially if I'm going to the beach or something and I just want a little bit. I love bringing that one, my different eyeshadow brushes. So the beauty of it is you put your brushes in, bring the flaps over. When I travel on an airplane and I am bringing my makeup with me, this is what I do. And this is another reason why I love the ID18. It fits inside perfectly. So my brushes are on the bottom, and then I like to put my compact on top. Maybe I should have different colors because it's black on black on black here. Then I take it and fold it over, do that little trifold, wrap my leather around it, tuck it so it stays nice and tight. This is what goes in my purse or my carry-on. So the brush holder itself is protecting my compact even more so I don't have any damage to my makeup or any of my eyeshadows break, because eyeshadows are powder and that happens. So it gives a little extra protection, and it's all in one case. So I can easily go through security. I don't have to take it out. There's nothing liquid here. It's easily detectable. They can see that it's makeup and brushes. But if I want to, let's say I don't do my makeup because I'm on 5 a.m. flight. Guess where I'm going? I'm going to go to the bathroom. I've got all my makeup with me. I can do it in 5 minutes and be back out there ready to jump on the airplane. Or when you get to your hotel, or let's say you get stuck somewhere, you've got it all with you. So when I travel, this is a way that I do it. I've got everything in one thing. It looks like a cute little purse too. So when you're sticking it in your carry-on, it's beautiful. It's protected. You've got it all here. And then what goes in my checked bag, because of the liquids, is all of my face, my skincare, my stay spray. I mean, those are things you could get away with if you're stuck in Chicago, if you're stuck in, I don't know, Atlanta. Usually I wouldn't be too upset if I was stuck there. Usually Chicago, I'm upset. But then I will put my hairspray and my other hair products in here. So everything that I need, so my husband doesn't touch it, my kids don't touch it, all my stuff is in here. And then I am traveling with kind of my best friend here. Sorry to my best friend out there, but when I travel, it's all protected. It's perfect. It's sleek. It's beautiful. So that's what I have for you, ladies. Those are the compacts. That's how you go through and you determine what size it is by the number that's indicated after the description. So ID4, you can get 4 of those large tins in there. ID8, 12, 18, you get it. They're magnetic, so you can replace them as needed with your refills. You can add and grow over time. That's why I usually suggest doing the ID12 to any new customers. I know you're going to grow into it. I know you're going to want more lip and cheek colors. I know you're probably going to win something in my VIP group at some point in time, and you're going to need a home for it. That Bella bronzer that transitioned us from those pale winter months into summer, you're going to need that in there. So just think about, as you're growing your collection, that you want to make sure you have a compact big enough. And then when you are traveling, get something that's going to protect it, and that makes it super simple to take with you wherever you go. So any questions that you ladies have, drop them in the comments below. Send me a message, reach out to me if you need extra help as far as determining what kind of compacts you should get, or maybe what you should upgrade to, or what kind of carry would be best for you. Reach out to me. I'm here to help. I love this stuff. So yeah, that's my passion. I love being able to help and keep things organized, beautiful, and ready to go when you need it. So have a fantastic day. We'll talk to you all soon. So have a great one. Bye-bye.